Hi there, CJ Miller. I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana. I'm across the Red River from beautiful Bossier City, Louisiana. Please do come check us out on your vacations and everything. We'll take good care of you. So, I haven't done a review of a movie or a TV or anything in a while. So, well, I thought it was about time, particularly since I got uh, kind of interested in this one. Now, this is called Ripley. It's a Netflix original streaming. Uh, I don't know why they chose the black and white. I suppose it was supposed to be stylistic for its time, but even in the 60s, 1960s, the movies mostly were in color, and some TV was in color by then. So, yeah. I just imagine, as a matter of fact, because of that, of course, the story takes place actually, I think in the mid 50s. But anyway, what I can say is that I'm looking at this, and my mind is looking at all the textures and all the details, the public details, but also when they get to the part where he's in the private offices and he's talking to the different people and everything, the rich decor, everything that went into the set and the costume design and everything. And because they chose uh, this uh, black and white style, it's basically a noir styling. It's like because they've done this, we kind of lose some of that. I would have liked to have really gotten into uh, looking at some of the textures, the different colors and everything, especially those rich mahoganies in the offices and everything. So anyway, um, so this is the character of Tom Ripley. He's a grifter. Uh, he's in New York. And I guess he went there to become an actor or something. Uh, he didn't find his weight. He didn't find his fame, his fortune, or whatever. So uh, became a grifter, and throughout the course of this narrative, uh, if you know anything, the movie in America, the last one that was the last adaptation. It was The Talented Mr. Ripley, and it was Matt Damon and Jude Law and Gwyneth Paltrow, and it was really good. And I actually prefer the color palette of that movie because it was colorful, but it wasn't so colorful that it wasn't like the wonderful world of Disney color, but it was a subdued color palette. And they could have done something like that. They could have reached the tone that they were going for. All this, could have been done in a muted color. That would have been great. Uh, there was a movie, Sky Captain and the World of Tomorrow. Uh, Come to think of that used those effects great. That kind of gave this old Hollywood feel, but with very muted colors. Uh, I don't know. I just what's going on? What's being lost here is that this is a very high definition, high crisp, very powerful, very clean lines, image. Nothing, but no, it could have passed for something that was presented in the style of the old noir, 50s, 60s, whatever. But the image, the images are too clean and too crisp. You know, fuzzy it up a little bit. Uh, Tone down the definition, and you really would be able to take the viewer to a time that resembles the 1950s going in the 1960s. But when your resolution is this crisp, it's not translating into it's not translating to do it in black and white. So whatever. Also, I've seen the pacing of this. Now, it is an 8-piece an 8-part limited series, and you know, what can I say? An 8-part limited series, and I hope it stays to an 8-part limited series because the pacing of it is kind of at a crawl. It's a little bit boring. Now maybe it's going to speed up throughout the different episodes or whatever. I hope so. I hope it speeds up like this train. It's just I don't know. It bores me so much that the what yeah I thought well the entertainment that I'm going to get out of it would be basically talking about it. I'm going to be honest. I didn't particularly care for the character of Tom Ripley in the movie that I saw, um, the talented Mr. Ripley. I just it was like you know Matt Damon playing a you know gay guy just did not work. you know, uh, he didn't pull it off, uh, and also why. And I'm not really fond of these these works that kind of demonize gay people anyway. Like oh, they're gonna hustle you, rob you, kill you, or something like that. You know, whatever. You know, it kind of leads into the whole like uh, mindset of homophobia. Now, I don't know if they're going to go that way with this. Um, sometimes, sometimes modern renditions, uh, for whatever reason, will want to take a different route, a variation. I'm not even sure if in the novels, because there was a series of like 5 novels by the novelist who created the character. I'm not even certain if that character was written to be specifically gay. Uh, I don't, from what I've read and looked at reviews online, I don't think he necessarily is. I think he, you know, enjoys male energy, but I don't think that he, uh, sexualizes men in the novel. So I don't know why they went that way with the talented Mr. Ripley in the Matt Damon uh, movie, and it's not really like his movie. I know he didn't direct or produce or anything like that, but he acted it, Jude Law and everything. So I think things like that are kind of like a company choice. But eh, I don't know. It's 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 a trend also that movie did called gay baiting. You know, which hey, let's put the gay twist on it, and then we'll get the gay audience in or whatever. I guess it works. I watched it. It wasn't a wonderful movie. Philip Seymour Hoffman probably was the best acted. The the character he played, he probably did better. So this guy that his talent, whatever his ability is, basically as a grifter, a kind of a con artist and a con man and everything. I don't necessarily know that that's a talent that we all don't have. Anyway, I think the real talent would be realizing the human ability to pull off a hustle like that, but then having the restraint to not do that. Because yeah, it's shifty. Uh, so I don't want a soapbox, but I also kind of feel like I can't really resist but the soapbox when uh, characters who become uh, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see what happens. I don't know. I'm first off, none of that really matters because basically, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this whole series because it's literally boring me. But also, I haven't done a review on any kind of TV show or movie in a while because we had like a whole, the writers and actors strike and everything like that. Some of those are coming back around, so I'll start doing some more talk on that. You know, maybe after I stream another couple of episodes, it'll kind of grow on me. I kind of got to the end of this one and I was like, well, man, the pacing really needs to pick up over the next couple of episodes because, you know, 8 episodes. Wow. Of this, I don't know. That's it's about 4 hours of boredom, and I don't, I can do some other productive things with boredom. I know we've had some storms and everything here. Otherwise, I'd be out walking around. I wouldn't even be watching uh, TV, you know. But hey, if you have seen this show, Ripley on Netflix, and I guess the guy here, I guess he's going to be the next it guy because that's what he's, they've been streaming and everything. I forget his name. I draw a blank. I should have wrote. I need to before I do these. I need to like take this little pad here and I need to write down some notes about things that I specifically want to talk about because talk about someone's work. I probably should if I'm going to do it at least mention a few names that are involved with the project, but. I understand where they were going with this, and I understand they wanted to homage the noir thriller, which is basically one of my favorite genres of movies out of the late 40s going into the 50s and 60s. Uh, and boy, Joan Crawford sold those types of movies, for sure. First she was like, I guess the shop girl that was coming into her own, whatever. And then after that, she moved, swapped studios, and yeah, particularly with the Warner Brothers, and they did a lot of noir movies. Mysteries basically is what we're talking about. Detective. And in a way. This kind of leads you to that because there's a detective down at the end who's going to like track him down and say, "Hey, this family wants you to blah 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 blah." So I don't know. If you don't have anything to do and you want to maybe look at something that you've already seen all the things that you want to see and you want to watch something different, this will probably give you something different. I don't know. I guess I wasn't in the mood to receive it. Maybe if I were like in a different mood, if I were like psyched up, I basically turned it on because it's like, gee, I'm bored. And I've already seen the other interesting things. I don't know. Ripley, Netflix. You guys out there, let me know what you think. But anyway, if you also come to Shreveport or any of the surrounding areas or whatever in the Arklatex, let me know what you think. Hopefully, we'll entertain you more than this. If you look me up, I guarantee we will find something that suits your taste as far as entertainment, because we pretty much have, we pretty much have everything. Okay, love and light, and I'm not really meaning to hate on the show. Maybe it's just not for me. But anyway, peace. God bless. Good night.